Can I see a show of hands of how many people here are willing to admit they buy more tools than they need? Okay, good. It's a friendly audience. I freely admit I buy way too many tools and I like to customize them, and my rule pretty much is if I have to do something the hard way more than a couple times a week, it's time to make a tool to make it easier. And that seems to aggravate the boss as far as when he sees me working on something, he's like, aren't you done with that mounting? It's like, it's taking too long. I can cut the time in half by making this. Okay, go ahead. So it seems to work pretty good. We're going to start off with just a pair of insulated tweezers. And if we take these and cut them down, you can take all the spring power that you've got in these long jaws and concentrate it in little short jaws, and you get considerable more holding power, and it's wonderful for holding a four-prong low base head when you're trying to do solder assembles. You can use a saw if you want to. I prefer you put a mark across it like this, where the black mark is, right here next to the separating disc, and just start cutting through it. When you get about 2/3 of the way through, that's usually far enough that you can bend them open and snap it off. Once you snap it off, it'll look like this. You'll have a little bit of an edge there, and then you continue cutting on down through it until you get 2/3 of the way through again here, and then you snap that off. You'll see you've got a lot of flashing here. At that point, I like to take a file and gently round the edges, and you have to true up the ends here because they don't always line up perfectly when you get them because they're manufactured to be full length and to match up at the ends, and we're making the ends a considerably shorter length. So once you get the area trimmed off here and file it, this is a finished product. And you can see I'm holding a half-point head here, and it holds it very nicely. You can put a little solder on there, put it in place, and they don't go springing and flying off all across your bench or into your tray with all your other stuff that you don't want to have to look through.